QB1's wearing 10, Brad.
That's where he wore at last year. He comes in a little smaller than we were expecting. 6 foot 190. I don't care. Gunslinger gamer. He was 1.6. He was 6 foot 190 last year. Like, he did just fine. All right, we're good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cut on the tape.
That's eye test for you right there.
If you have any questions about Josh Hoover, go watch him throw the football. It alleviates all stresses, I promise.
Yeah, seriously.
And Jacob Bell back in the program.
Jacob Bell is developing in the system under year 2 under these guys. We saw Mendoza as a redshirt freshman. I mean, Jacob Bell was probably a little more highly touted than Alberto Mendoza. How legitimate was that? I don't know. Players develop players, right? It's kids turning into men. It's hard to evaluate. It's ups and downs. Just wish them the best. Keep putting in the work, kid. Toby Sami, 6'3", 240, basically a clone of Daniel Ndukwe, which is pretty crazy to say. Like, they're just
Signetti called it unusual movement skills, and so the follow-up question was, what was that? And he's unbelievably athletic, super twitchy, and just moves like people. You like, just a different type of mover. That's what Toby, or that's what came to mind for Signetti when he was talking about Toby.
We're gonna be so scary.
So good.
I feel bad.
And in Duke,
I almost feel guilty about how good our D line is gonna be.
Our D line is so good, dude.
We have like 7 starters. We have 7 starters on the D line. I've on my depth chart, I have 7 guys in bold because I think we have 7 legit starters on the team at D line. The rest are freshmen that they brought in through the past couple of years, and those guys are all good too. And I'm scared for everyone, like, to be quite honest with you.
I echo that sentiment, Brad.
All I'm saying, starting Rover would be the reason why Baldwin doesn't play every snap. He's very talented, true junior, so he might be coming back next year. Brings a lot of versatility. Can play safety, can play Rover, can play corner.
He's wearing 13, Brad. Obviously, Calvin Wyatt wore 13 last year, but no offensive 13. So Elijah Surratt Memorial.
We don't retire numbers in IU athletics.
No, I know.
I hope we keep it that way.
No, I just think I don't think that was like a nobody can wear 13.
Because I think retiring numbers implies that you're not going to have great players like that in the future, to be quite honest. And I love that mentality that, like, sort of like the same thing of like not having a name in the back for basketball or something like that, right? This idea of like we just don't retire numbers in any sport at IU, I think is a great tradition that we need to keep on. Very similar to like not storming the court when we have big wins, things like that. Super awesome. But yeah,
I like Shanks wearing 13, and then Maverick Geske, obviously he was I believe he led Indiana in passing yards at his senior year of high school.
Walk on QB5. Boom. Kane Turner, LB3. Yeah, LB3 will be the redshirt senior, the typical, 6'2", 230. That seems to be the physical mark that we go for a linebacker. He got a pick in the Maryland game last year and stepping in for an injured Aiden Fisher. He has already had the experience of having to step in for an injured All-American. He's going to have 2 ahead of him coming into this year, so him playing relief there is going to be so vital. Glad we were able to get him back because it wasn't necessarily set in stone. He was thinking about retiring. He did his 4 years. He's coming back for a 5th year. Glad he's back. I think he provides much-needed depth to what is a very young linebacking core in the back end.
Nico's wearing 15, Brad. He's as automatic as it gets. Jamar Owens, the freshman, wearing number 16.
Love that number. Pick for him. Eat a sandwich. All right. Freshman, excited for his development. He's basically like anticipated redshirt this year. Super excited for his future with the program. But yeah, they brought him in for a reason. He's not there. I just worry, imposter syndrome won't be a team. There's very few like freshmen that they brought in over the past couple of years that have transferred. I think only Philistine, and I don't even think anyone else, to be honest, that have left the program yet. So even though he's going to be anticipated to use a red shirt, don't really see him going anywhere. Excited to see his development. Excited to see that weight number go up. and once he's ready to go play, because it seems like he's got to get to, if he's at 160 right now, he's anticipated to play safety.
He's going to get the 185.
So he's going to have to put on 40 pounds in the next 3 years, which seems pretty, when you put it like that, not crazy at all. So
it's doable. Very, very, very doable.
At 6 foot, he probably just needs to get to 195. Lou Moore, that's about, he's more of a Lou Moore build, so probably only needs 30, to get on the field.
Yeah.
Daniel
Ndukwe is wearing 17, obviously.
DN 4 on this team, but honestly, it's like we have 4 starting DNs, and he's just one of them. People don't talk about this. We brought in all these edge guys, then we were already returning a guy that had 2 sacks and a strip sack and a
block punt
in the quarterfinal, in the semifinal game in the playoffs.
He had a block punt.
Yeah, true junior, one of those special guys that we have. Another potential NFL play. I haven't called out enough NFL guys, but he's another potential NFL guy.
Well, dude, and Ndukwe's a guy who me and you sat there and watched his huddle, and we're like, what position does this guy play? It says wide receiver, safety, linebacker. What? And he's playing special teams, blocking punts last year for Indiana. So it's
DN that played receiver in high school is a scary, scary thought, especially now that he's up to 6'3", 2. And it's just probably going to be around 250 going into this year.
Funny story about
Wasserstrom. Woo! Walk on. Love those guys.
Yeah. Funny thing about Wasserstrom was he posted that he was coming back, and one of the strength guys misread the message and was thanked him for all he'd done for the program, basically, and then I had to delete it. My bad. Because he did. He jumped in the portal and then pulled himself out. It's a new number for him, though. I think he was 17, or I think he was 22 last year.
He was 17. Ace Signoli was 22.
Oh.
Wasserstrom's
and then
he actually had a catch last year, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Parker Elmore wearing number 18.
Notable number for a true freshman time.
I believe Sig said he's dealing with an injury, and he's not going to be ready until the. Oh wait, no. Gibbs is dealing with an injury. Sorry, Gibbs is dealing with an injury.
Elmore's also injured, from what I've heard.
Yeah, Elmore's injured, and
we have a lot of injuries on the tight end room. As young as they are, they're also very injured right now. Elmore at 225 needs to get up to 240 before he sees the field.
True freshman getting number 18, Brad.
Mm-hmm. Good sign. There's a lot of buzz around Elmore long-term here. He's a long-term guy.
Yeah.
He's the long play. There's some other tight ends that we brought in that might be playing right away. He's more of a long-term guy. As he fills out is what we'll call it.
Billy Gowers is wearing 19, Brad. No other changes here for Zachary Smith and Sean Cuono. I'm excited to watch Cuono, or I think it's Cuno, actually. Cuno running this offense. And obviously, Zachary Smith's a guy both of us are really high on. Excited to watch him in this defense.
Yes, I like Zach Smith as he continues to develop. Cuono is going to develop. He's going to be in that Kobe Martin role this next year. So now he's going to get the garbage time touchdowns. It'll be fun to kind of see what he looks like on the field this upcoming year. Jacob Savage wearing 21. I know everyone's talking about 21 Savage. The number that I actually look at is 230. This is a guy that knew he was going to be coming on campus, was listed at 215 on most recruiting sites. This is a guy so when you're a recruit and you're end your high school season and you're about to go into winter workouts, they hand you a pamphlet. This is your workout, your diet. Before you even step on campus, you have this little packet that you got to do. Jacob Savage did his packet. He's up to 230, 6'1", stepping onto campus. He's ready to go. He wants a special team spot as a true freshman. This is a guy that might be playing on special teams right away.
I find that I have not that I don't love all the guys that we choose to bring in, and obviously we talk about the recruiting and the development of this staff, but I kind of gravitate towards certain guys in each class. Jacob Savage is definitely one of my guys in the class of 2026. He is, and he was a guy who was playing both ways for Ryle High School in Kentucky. That was a dude who was playing running back for his senior season. Now to add that weight on, come in at linebacker size for Brian Haynes' defense. We talked about the fact that maybe Indiana looks to add a linebacker in the portal. I don't know, man. Jacob Savage is 230. Caden Turner is back. We're going to get to Henry Olinger in a second, who's also the weight number is looking nice too. It's tough to put it's tough to take a young player and start them at linebacker in this Brian Haynes defense because they ask so much of the defense, of the second level defenders, specifically of the linebackers. But
For him to be able to be at that weight, be able to see Big Ten speed on special teams, I think will be really helpful for his development.
It's significant. Jerrion Campbell wearing
it will accelerate his development within the program.
Yeah. Jerrion Campbell wearing number 22. He's up at 218.
One of the bigger size differentials. He was listed at like 5'10", 190 on most recruiting sites. He comes in at 5'8", 220, kind of like a Lee Beebe build. Love that. Future bruiser on this team. Anticipated redshirt though, just based on the depth, right? But I mean, maybe he breaks in. With that size, like he can challenge Cuono. Why not?
Jamari Sharp obviously wearing 22. Ended the national championship with an interception. He's locked in as the cornerback one on this team. I don't think that's any question.
6'1" corner. Love it.
Henry Ollinger, Brad's wearing number 23.
Love that. Comes in a little light, about what we were anticipating though. Same with Jaden Williams. Very light. Jaden Williams anticipated red shirt.
This isn't doing
Ollinger since he's already on campus, can get to a point where he's ready to go on special teams.
The screen isn't doing it justice for how thick Ollinger's neck is. Like you had like the Bones Jones, like you just look at him and he's
NFL neck.
Yeah,
NFL neck.
Henry Ollinger's got an NFL neck, Brad.
I love that. That's great. We got more NFL necks on our team.
He's another guy who is playing running back and linebacker and is going to have the opportunity to put on a bunch of weight in this weight room. Like Jaden Williams, like those three guys, Savage, Ollinger, and Williams, learn the names, remember the faces. Those guys are all going to be fixtures on this Brian Haynes Indiana defense for a very long time. They are all three individually very, very good football players. They're all on campus right now. And those three in particular were very clearly recruited to be the three linebackers for Brian Haynes. Like this is
Jaden Williams, probably won't see the field as quickly as Ollinger and Savage.
Jaden Williams had 17 tackles.
End up being the best one out of all.
Jaden Williams had 17 tackles in a high school game this year. Are you kidding me?
He could end up being the best one.
The group of linebackers coming in are as strong as any position group that.
It feels like we're starting to do like a room build, so we better watch ourselves.
I know we do. That's why I'm trying to move it on quickly. But in terms of like those three guys, Ollinger and Williams and Savage, like that room is so sick.
Yeah, we're only at
23, 24 for this. Yeah, no, we got to.
Devontae Timms looks to be ready to go.
Yep.
205, ready to go. He did his pamphlet. Love it. Cade Kaiser,
number 25.
I didn't know he had this guy. 6'5", 207, walk-on receiver. Huge, dude. Yeah, I was looking at some of his stats. He set like some records for his school. He had 17 receiving touchdowns as a junior in high school. He just got him as a walk-on. Like, sure, 6'5", 207. Yeah, fucking yeah. Let's run some goal line fades for Cade Kaiser, and when we're up 60 on Maryland, let's do it.
Casimir Hicks is wearing number 27. Another guy who most likely, given that the depth in that room and the fact that he's 162 listed right now, probably going to redshirt. But when you talk about dominating your state, an unbelievably important ad in the class of 26 for Indiana.
100%. Let's keep it going.
Kobe Martin, Lee Beebe Jr. I'm pumped about this backfield tandem going into the season, Brad. 28-29 in your program, no changes there. Kyler Kropp, number 30 as well.
Yeah, excited to see. We already talked about Turbo a little bit with the Mojo build. Lee Beebe has the build to be a bell cow if needed, but don't worry. We also have Kobe Martin and Turbo Richard, who all are kind of different backs, which is really exciting. Like Beebe's going to be the power back, main guy, RB1 right now. Turbo Richard, more of a scat third down back. And then Kobe Martin's just a well-balanced guy, like very similar to like a Kalon Black and a Roman Hemby, can kind of just do it all. Does everything very well. But yeah, no block, no rock. Let's figure out who's going to get more snaps. It's
yeah, who's picking up the blitz?
Camp's going to be so fun. Oh, my God.
I'm so pumped. PJ Nelson's wearing 30, Brad. No changes here. Anthony Chung, 31. Garrett Reese, 33. Obviously, though, the big thing that sticks out with Reese, no red shirt.
No red shirt. That's notable. PJ Nelson developing. We'll see what we're able to get his weight up to going into, because a lot of these just carried over.
Yeah,
so I'm sure he's heavier at this point. We'll see where he's at come the fall updates.
Yeah, that is a I'm glad you pointed that out because I meant to say that at the top. But obviously the weights for the transfer? I think I did say it at the top. But the weights for the transfers and for the freshmen are obviously accurate because they weighed them when they showed up. But the returning weights for the guys who were on the team last year, they just pulled them right off the website from last year. So, yeah, can't put too much stock. Like I'm not saying Garrett Reese is 230 right now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if PJ Nelson's 219. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure he's a little heavier. Utzinger, LB4, should be on scholarship. Patty Nakatir, long distance kicker and kickoff specialist. And then Clay Connor and Chung I have on the depth chart just because I feel like they're doing a thing where they're playing Chung with the twos so they wouldn't burn a red shirt for Ciante Stewart Jr. is kind of my theory there. I think they'll be involved on special teams. That's why they're on the depth chart. Clay Connor and Anthony Chung are important pieces of this team. They've established themselves as such. I'm going to give more praise. I'm going to keep more of an eye on these walk-ons as I'm seeing. It really is like those two guys are a real testament because when Signe got there, their red shirt, they were freshmen. And I think it's a real testament to the program and the system and the development that those guys, Clay Connor is 6'4", 207, very physically gifted athlete, right? But they're able to convert a guy that wasn't recruited at all to a contributor on a national championship team. So take that for what you will. Heath Kaiser, McConnell, Gibbs comes in a little shorter than what we were looking at, but then you look into it a little bit. Is that Riley Nowakowski, 6'2", 230? Oh, my God. A guy that seems to be ready at that size to play right away. Glad that he's coming into winter workouts at that weight. Could be the true freshman that plays the most out of that tight end group coming in.
He is dealing with an injury, though, and I believe we're not going to see him until the fall, which is unfortunate.
Brutal.
But yeah, coming in at 230, obviously we're really excited about the long-term future of that tight end room. He's another one of those young guys that adds to that. Quentin Clark, Keyshawn Calhoun, no changes there, 40 and 41. Looking for Calhoun to get on the field a little bit more this year. You talked about a lot of the depth we have on the defensive line. He's one of those guys that isn't really getting talked about at all, that we were very excited about when he committed. And then Quentin Clark was a monster on special teams this year. He's another guy that if they decided that maybe wanted to move back to linebacker or use him on the end, another one of those really athletic guys that they trust to go out there and tackle.
I think when you talk about Clark and Calhoun, a lot of versatility. Calhoun can go inside, outside. Clark even more so can go from D-line to linebacker. So like a lot of versatility. See Quentin Clark being a real special team staple on this team, probably going to be on all 4 units this upcoming year. Cavante Hugan, redshirt, is going to be a freshman at that weight, likely redshirt. Glad he's on campus. Scarface, just so much depth ahead of him. It's going to be tough to see him get on the field, but a very highly touted 4-star guy coming in. Excited to see him develop. 42
shout out to Booker High School. Shout out Greg Weeks, who commented on one of our videos talking about Hugan and talking about he was a Booker guy who played football at Indiana. So it was really cool to kind of make a mini connection with him. So he shouted out Cavante. Very cool. Bryce Taylor, 43. Amari Kamara, 44. Sam Lindsay, long snapper, 45.
3 national champs, just back with the boys, back with the fellas.
Lincoln Murph, 45. Bones Jones, 46. Jackson Tolley, 47. Jackson Tolley, freshman, long snapper.
Love that. And it's interesting, good size too. Like, is that a scholarship? Probably a walk-on guy, but could challenge Sam Lindsay if Sam Lindsay.
I don't think he's the challenge to. No, it's Clausen's the long snapper, Brad.
Yeah, no, Clausen's the long snapper right now, but Tolley and Lindsay. We got 3 long snappers. They take special teams very seriously at Indiana. Let me tell you.
I love it.
Bones Jones still being 46. What a lunatic.
NFL neck.
Looney Tunes guy. Leader on this team.
Returning All-American.
Yeah.
Speaking of Drew Clausen, wearing number 49. Drew Saw number 50. Another one of those defensive linemen. We talk about the depth on this defensive line.
Dude, they're all these D tackles are all like 280 plus. It's pretty crazy. Hall 6'2", 306, retro freshman. Like, oh man, it's scary, man. It's scary hours for these guys, and
Clayton Allen wearing 52. Roddy White, freshman, wearing 55. Another one of those guys, 6'1", 294, good size already. Probably going to redshirt again because we keep talking about the insane amount of depth we have on the defensive line. Like, think about some of the redshirt freshmen this year, Brad. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Rodney, are you talking about Rodney White?
Yeah, like he's just another one of those guys. Like, size.
True freshman, 294. Someone did their pamphlet. Someone did their packet. And it's Rodney White, and he's moving up my depth chart already because there's some guys that came in a little lighter than I was expecting. Good number.